Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today we are gonna do something different because of course I review dramas, K-dramas, C-dramas. I have been watching a Thai drama as well. I'm gonna review that as well, but everybody does hit a slump, and I had some bad news this week because as a K-pop fan there has been a lot of news that made me upset, and I was like, I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling negative, I don't want to do anything really. It doesn't affect me like big, but it does affect me mentally a little bit. Hisong left in Hypen, Danielle and the New Jeans situation. There's a lot of news that I was upset about. I wasn't expecting anything. And I have watched a K-drama, but today I just wanted to talk about the K variety shows that I have been watching in 2026, and I'm so excited to talk about them because when I'm not watching K-dramas, of course I watch variety shows because scrolling on YouTube and TikTok all day, just watching shorts and things like that makes me feel unproductive. So watching something full and like a drama or a variety show after I finish an episode or two episodes, it makes me feel accomplished, I think. So it just makes me feel better mentally. So I have been watching a lot, and I didn't add all the things that I have been watching. I just added the things that had an lasting impact. I loved them. That's why I'm gonna talk about them, and I'm gonna, of course, talk about them more. And today we're gonna talk about 4 different Korean variety shows. All of the genres are different, and if you just like one specific genre, I think there's something for you in this video. So let's go with the first one. Our first Korean variety show that I loved watching this season is Singles Inferno. This season's was this season was amazing. I loved it. I don't watch all of the seasons of Singles Inferno. Last year I didn't watch it, but this year, because of the edits I was seeing and the interactions between the male and the female contestants, and like the viral moment Minji pulled on the hoodie saying that it's you, and there was just a lot of viral moments, and it was worth watching. I think we have seen a character development even, and I loved it. Cheminasu, a lot of people I think hated her for whatever she was doing, but I don't think we should hate on her because she is just being honest about her feelings, because nobody else was being honest. And one of the contestants was just like, I'm interested in one person, but they have already someone else, so I cannot approach them. But Cheminasu didn't really care about that and just approached the other contestant really confidently, and I don't know if her strategy was right or wrong. I cannot say anything about that, but I think she has realized what she was doing, and she has realized her feelings, and she had a character development at the end of the show, and she was able to pick one person. But I think she did get a lot of hate. But let's move on with the other Korean variety show. The other Korean variety show that I want to talk about is, I have watched this show in 2026 for the first time. It is the second season. I haven't watched the first season, but seeing the second season's edits and like little short clips on YouTube, I was really interested in watching them. And it is Agents of Mystery, and it was the second season that I watched. I haven't watched the first season because why is there like 9 episodes for like a season. The first season was like 6 episodes, and in those 6 and 9 episodes, 3 episodes include one concept, like one story. So I just was expecting a lot more. And let me just say one thing. When I was watching this show, I was like, okay, this is one of the genres that I like so much. I like true crime, I like thriller, I like seeing them solve puzzles together, like in an escape room. I love these kinds of concepts so much. But because I have watched a greater show than this, it was just a little bit of a disappointment for me. But in the Korean entertainment world, I think it was fine. I liked watching it. I don't have anything to say about it. The greater show that I was talking about is it is from the Chinese entertainment world, and its name is The Great Escape. It has been like 7 seasons that it has been releasing. It means like it has been on for almost 7 years. It has been a long time, and I have been watching every single season. I love that show. It is my everything. Every summer, when I sit down to watch anything, I just watch this one. I love it. It is my favorite variety show, and it had some kind of the same concepts, but I think it was inspired from the same team. I don't think any of them was copying each other or any other. So if you liked the Agents of Mystery, I truly recommend you watch The Great Escape. And it has more of an escape room feeling. People are trying to escape like the other one. If you like that theme, the concept, you should check that one out as well. And the third Korean variety show I'm gonna talk about is a whole different concept and theme. I have never seen this kind of theme because the whole theme is gift giving, like the love language. But what they do in this show is they have 5 celebrities come together, and the 5 celebrities pick each other, not knowing who else is in the circle, who else is the 4 people. They choose someone, and when they figure out who they are giving the gifts to, because you have to know the person that you're gift giving to be able to gift them really well, because it is not meaningful if you're not thinking of them, if they're not something they like. So it has to be meaningful, and they have gift teams. And the last one I watched was the gift team was handmade. So these are changing, and so far we have seen 2 groups of celebrities. 5 group 1, it had like 3 episodes, and the other people group was the other 3 episodes, and the next one is coming. And I think the team is really excellent. I loved it. I have never seen this before, but I think it has like some faults in it, because in the first episode, in the first group that we see Jenny, we see Dex, we see a lot of different celebrities. You wouldn't imagine these kinds of people together. So they are from really different worlds. One is a K-pop idol, one is like a ex-soldier, but he was the Dex that I'm talking about. He was in Singles Inferno as well, and after that his career took off, and he's now like a celebrity. He constantly goes on variety shows, and I love that for him. And the worlds of these people, the celebrities, are really different. There's a comedian, there is like an ex sports person, an ex boxer, I think, And yeah, these kinds of people, you would never imagine these kinds of people together and imagine them giving gifts to each other. So these kinds of concepts is really interesting because we see their interaction and they have to give the other person their gift giving without them knowing anything. So it has a bit of a thrill experience as well within, and I loved it as well. But the first group figured out each other immediately when they saw each other because they couldn't really lie. And after they figure out who are giving their gifts, so they get their location, they get their photo, they get their, of course, public information about what they like or what they dislike, so they prepare their gifts according to that. And it is good, but the only thing, like I've said, in the first group they caught each other too quickly and I couldn't really had the full experience. But the second group was really good at their job, so never found out who was who, so it was good. Second group was really good at hiding themselves when they were giving gifts to each other, and I loved it. And this second group had someone, you know, if you watch my videos, we have talked about Can This Love Be Translated, and the female lead of this drama is in the second group, and she's an actress. There are comedians in that group as well. The next group, however, the third group, I have just seen the trailer of it. I don't know anything much of it. They have planned it to be like they know each other in real life, so it is gonna be 10 times harder to hide from each other, or it is gonna be good when they are giving gifts or selecting gifts. But when they are actually giving the gifts, if they see each other, it's over. It is over. The whole game is over because if you figure out like one or two per people, it is almost over because everyone is like, okay, you did this and then you did this, or then I guess you did this. So they all figure everything out. And at the end of their mission, they have to give 3 gifts to each other, to their manito. They call them Manito. Manito Club is the Korean name of this show as well. And at the end of their gift giving, if they have completed their 3 gifts, or someone was caught, or everyone figured out who was who, then they go to a level of their gift giving capacity to give gifts to other people. For example, the first group was gift giving to like elementary school students, giving them gifts. The second group was really good at their job. They finished all their gifts. No one was caught. No one figured out who was who. So at the end, their level was a lot harder. So they had given gifts, handmade given gifts to firefighters at a firefighter station. So the difficulty and the capacity is always changing. And the fourth Korean variety show that I'm gonna talk about, and I loved watching this one because the name of the show is The Village Barber. And if you know Pak Bogum, then you're gonna want to watch this one as well because we know how much of a good person and an actor he is. And when he was in the military, he was actually working as a barber there. So he got his license when he was in the military. So when directors figured that out, they were like, do you want to do a village barber shop that you can provide people with some service, and then you're gonna have some experience in that one as well, and you're gonna have some special moments with them as well. Do you want to do this? And Pak Pakun was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And he was so busy last year in 2025. He had a lot of works that were published that year, and he was really busy because they film a lot of the interactions and the steps that they went through to get through to this kind of level to open a village barbershop. So he had done he has a license for being a barber, for cutting short hair, for coloring, and these basic kind of things, drying the hair and having a blowout. But he wanted more, and he was like, if I was able to do perms, that would be so much better, because I think I would provide so much more service to people there, because if I provide a perm service, and I think it's gonna be better. So he was working hard for that as well. He was gonna get license for doing perms, because in Korea, when people get older, they prefer short hair, and when they have short hair, to give it volume, because genetically they mostly have straight hair, and when you cut straight hair, it is gonna look like a lot more voluminous, so they get perms done for it to look like curly and wavy, to make it look more beautiful. It is according to their taste, of course. Not everyone is like that, but generally they do it like that. And in the show, I have seen a lot of older women, and their hairstyle were like that as well. And he had done a written exam. He has passed that one, but when it came to the practical exam, even though he worked hard, it is already a hard exam to pass for a normal person, for like a trained person for like years. But Bogum has practiced for like a while, but he couldn't keep his pace. So he was a bit slow, and at the practical exam, they the examiners view like 4 people at once. So Bogum was one of them, and when he looked around, all 3 of the people were done and were looking at him, and he had like a whole section of hair that he had to get through, and he had like 10-15 minutes left. So he was stressed about that, and everyone was watching him, and he said like they even knew probably who I was, so I was even more stressed. So the advice that they gave me before taking the practical exam was never leave your work undone. So whatever you do, you have to complete it. So Pak Bogum listened to that advice and did his best. So he completed all the hair, but the roll pieces were of course lesser than the others because he had rushed to do it. So at the end, he couldn't get a license for doing perms, but he had a license for cutting the hair, washing the hair. I don't think you need a license for washing the hair, but I'm just saying, to color the hair, for drying the hair, I mean like a blowout, and like curling the hair, and did I say coloring? I think I said it. And that's it. And when they were opening this shop, Bogum wanted it to have a special name, and he had named it. It is the Korean name of this show as well, Bogum Magic Curl. So what this means is, it has 2 meanings. One, Bogum's magic curl, like magical curls, because he's like a barber shop there, like a beauty salon. So he can curl the hair and it looks magical. And the second meaning is Bogum Magicore. If you say it fast enough, it is almost like, it is not spelled like magical, but its sound is almost like magical. So he said that he wanted to make this experience magical and special for everyone he was providing this service with. So he had come up with this name himself. And whenever he was opening this shop, of course, it had not only a barber but a nail artist as well. And you're not gonna guess who got a license to be a nail artist. It is Isangi, and he is an actor as well. He is older than Bogum, and I was so shocked to see him doing nails. And the main reason is they have measured his hand. He has extremely big hands, and it is bigger than average. And him holding the little nail polish brush looks like tiny in his hands, and I was not expecting him to be doing that at all. And he actually got a license to be doing that. He can even do gel nails, gel polish, and he can do extension of the nails. He can paint them, he can decorate them, he can do whatever he wants. He's a nail artist now, and he's gonna be there as well. And there's one more actor. His name is Park Dong Young, and he, especially for to be able to open this shop, he had to had a role in this one as well. So he had learned cooking. And if you're a fan of Korea and its culture, you know, in the streets they have street vendors, and they have bungeopangs, like fish shaped cakes, and it has like bean paste in them, and some of them has cream in them. And they have like a really big soup thing, and they have skewers. They put omuk, like fish cake, on them, like zigzag thingies, and they put it in them so it's like fully one with the soup, and they eat that one as well. These kinds of foods, he learned to cook these kind of foods because the barber shop, the beauty salon, the barber shop they're going to open has no other barbers. What I mean by that is this village specifically had a barber a long time ago, but it has closed. So to be able to get even like a little haircut for this people living in that town, that village, they had to travel like what, like an hour or two. So it was a hard way for them. So they specifically chose this spot to make them available, to make their life easier. And that's it for today. I just wanted to share my favorite Korean variety shows with you guys. And I enjoyed watching these kinds of shows. If you're interested in one of the genres, because they're all different kind of genres, if you're interested in even one of them, I just want you to go check it out, because I think you're gonna like them, because I did. I hope you like it as well. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for listening.